I see this situation happen a lot within people in relationships. It happens with guys and girls. I'm not making any exception for any genders, but it happens mostly with women, right? Because they're a lot more sneakier. They fake a lot of things emotionally. They're really good at that type of manipulation. So it kind of correlates with mostly with girls, but boys do the exact same thing. Basically, we have all gone through this. We've all gone through this situation where, oh my fucking god, just looking back at it. All right, so we all had a situation where there was a girl who's been hurt and by another man, and so what happens is a lot of times she's not ready to be in a relationship, but she decides to wanna give someone else a chance and be in a relationship, right? Listen, listen. We've all been through that situation. And at this point, I think it's just funny as shit because I've been through it and I look back at it, I'm like, because I realize now, and I think a lot of men need to really also do this as well. Stop giving, okay? Stop. I don't know why I'm laughing right now. Okay. Stop giving these women who've never been treated right in a relationship. If they tell you they have not been treated right in a relationship, drop them, run, go away, and never look back. All right. Those girls that have never been treated right, don't ever be with them. Don't ever be with them because all that's gonna do is you're gonna be ending up just like her. You're gonna be ending up just like her. And on a serious note, if you're in a relationship and you are thinking like that at all, that, oh, this person deserves better, I bet that person does. If you yourself, the person that's in the relationship, can say that someone else is being better than you in the relationship, that just for one tells you you're the bad person, you're the wrong person, you're a selfish piece of shit. You know why? Because it's like, who are you to be in a relationship and feel it's okay when you know you're not ready to give the person love, especially someone who's giving you love right back? Who are you to still be in a relationship knowing full well you're not fully committed onto that person and think that's all right? You probably know that already, right? You already know that, right? But understand this, you doing that is not only causing you harm because the void that you're trying to fill of the happiness, that's why you got into the relationship, the void that you're trying to fill of finding love and whatnot. That's why in my previous videos I've always said that love is not the main, does not make a relationship last. It's loyalty, right? So you clearly don't have any type of loyalty in the relationship because you're second guessing it, and you know the mistake that you're making, the fact that, oh, you're hurting this person full well, you're doing wrong. You are not only doing harm to yourself, as I said, because you're trying to fill up that void, and all that's going to do is just going to be an emptiness, that it's a well that's always going to be poured into, but it's never going to be filled at all. And what does that cause? You to never really be happy, and then hurting someone else, creating a disservice to someone else, because that person went into the relationship trying to find the one, and trying to basically have a forever lasting relationship with you, and they have loyalty towards you, and they want to have a full relationship. What's going to happen once you break that person's heart because you weren't committed, because you weren't ready, because you were being a selfish bastard and you wanted to be in a relationship to fill up that void? You're going to end up making that person be just like you. And that's so unfair. Look, you cannot justify this at all. That, oh, well, I'm trying to find the one. I'm trying to, hopefully find the right person because maybe that person will fill up my void. No, it's called having self-love and self-respect for your fucking self. Okay? It's not about, oh, someone else is doing it for you. You have to learn whatever issue you're going through mentally and spiritually because of someone else. You have to fix it yourself. If it has changed you into someone that you were not at one point, you need to change yourself. No one else can fix that for you. Someone can add on to those things, like add on to your trust, add on to your love, add on to your respect, add on to how you perceive yourself and whatnot, like beauty standards, mentally, and all that stuff. People add on. But initially, in like the base of it, you from the very beginning, you have to be that person. You have to work on building that fundamental. Then people can renovate it and basically improve it for the insecurity or whatever issue that you've had before. Because when you do that, you're bringing the baggage that you had from your last relationship onto this new one. And that person should never at all. If you have to deal with someone else's issue that was caused from their past and you had nothing to do with it, you are a fucking idiot if you're trying to fix it. Their insecurity or this and that. What the fuck is wrong with you? You didn't even commit that. Why are you fixing someone else's problem? And why isn't that the person who has those issues? Why aren't they fixing it themselves? Why are you putting in the work? Because clearly they didn't fix it. They didn't fix their issue before they met you. That's why you guys are dealing with it during the relationship. So basically, you should not be in a relationship with somebody that does not have that commitment because, I feel so bad. The fact that person treating me right. You are a selfish loser. And I hope if you're treating someone wrong because the issues that you have, I hope either within the relationship, that person does you dirty, just like how everyone else did you dirty. That's why you have these issues. I hope they do the same exact shit to you. And I hope it never ends until you fix yourself. I really hope so. And if it doesn't, I hope the person you fall in love with even more, that you really want to be with, and you finally are like, okay, I'm okay now. So I can be in a relationship now. I hope if you finally are wanting a commitment and whatnot and don't think anymore like, oh, that person deserves better and whatnot and all that stuff. You want to have a forever with that person. I hope that person, your Mr. Perfect or Mrs. Perfect, your future wifey or future husband, does you dirty. I hope so. Because you don't deserve any type of happiness. And guess what? The reason why you won't have that is because karma gets its lick back. Karma will come around and it will get you when you're most vulnerable. And it can be a good karma or bad karma when you're most vulnerable. But watch it. I hope it hurts you. Because guess what? Now all you're creating is another person in this world that treats other people horrible. And we already have enough of that in this world. Having one is too much. But all you people that decide to want to be in a relationship because of loneliness and thinking that someone can fix them and whatnot, or whatever type of way, and get into a relationship and destroy that other person that wanted to be with you forever, all you're doing is basically creating a replica of you. It's a never-ending cycle. What sucks is the fact that you, as a person that's watching, you might be going through this right now. You might be the good person in the relationship and someone is doing this to you, and you still are sticking around. You're still sticking around? Are you an idiot? Are you pathetic? Are you a loser? If you don't think so, then actions speak louder than words. So stop lying to yourself. No, you are a loser. You are a person who doesn't have enough respect for themselves. Because if you did, you would not tolerate that type of behavior. You would first off set them up straight by telling them, hey, look, try that shit. Think that this is going to go on. This bad type of shit is going to go on. And if it continues, you're cut off. You're out of here. I ain't trying to deal with your bullshit. There's plenty of other people I can find and I can give all my love to and all my respect to and all my good courtesy to and all that stuff. I don't have to give it to your dumbass bullshit. Insecure, mentally ill, low self-esteem piece of shit. All right? No, you don't. And if you are realizing the holy shit, this person's not doing right and you have cut that person off, good job. Good job. I applaud that. That's good. You have enough respect for yourself. That's good for you. Or if you are the person that is doing it to someone who is good, you don't deserve nothing good. You're a trash piece of shit. I don't like you, all right? I wish the worst upon you, and I hope you live happily ever after alone, okay? Don't think that it's okay. And that goes on with a girl that has never been treated right. Don't be the test subject. Don't be the demo version of like a game. Don't be her first good guy thinking that I'm gonna show her something different because I'm a different guy. I'm different. I'll show her otherwise. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. You're falling into a trap, bro. Don't think you're different, bro. Be like everyone else. Don't. I'm sorry. I know that sounds so bad, but you either get played or you play. All right. It's there. There's that saying. You either get played or you play. Let someone else, because there's gonna be a sucker who's gonna be a simp and is gonna treat her right and everything, and because he has no respect for himself, and he's gonna have to learn it the hard way. That yo, this shit doesn't go on because a lot of guys we have to go through things the hard way for us to finally realize, right? But you know what? Try to be the smart person. Don't go through it. Let someone else deal with it. Let someone else go through it the hard way because they need it. It's part of the plan of their rise. Let them go through it. You don't go through that type of situation. And once that woman truly knows what love is and everything, then go to her. Then have a relationship with her. Because when a lot of people they get love, especially when they feel love for the first time, they don't know how to deal with it and they take it the wrong way because it's unfamiliar to them. And so what do? They end up hurting that person that loved them, that showed them all that love. And not only that, they abuse the power of that love because they're like, oh my God, that person's treating me so right and blah blah this and that. For some reason people abuse the power of love because they see someone fully committed. Please do not be that first person that treats a girl right. Let a simp do that for you. You don't have to go through that hardship. If you know already have gone through it, you don't have to go through it again. Let someone else do it who hasn't gone through it. If they're not smart enough to understand that, you should never get with a girl who has never been loved before. And you're the first guy that treated her right. Don't ever do that. Oh my gosh. You're going to become just like her. You're going to be just like the person that messed her up. You're going to be just like that person. Because she tried to give love to that person and that person did her dirty and whatnot. See how I say it's just a repetitive cycle? It just happens over to people and whatnot. It's a never-ending thing but the only way to stop it is to fix within yourself. Take time away from a relationship. Work to love yourself, respect yourself, make yourself a better person mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's the only way to break the cycle of people hurting one another because of someone else. It's not okay to do that at all. It's not. Like, look, on top of that, if you're gonna be the first guy that's gonna treat her right, the first guy that was in her life couldn't even treat her right, which was her dad. Because usually it's the girls that don't have a father figure in their life are the ones that are most corrupted and corrupted easily and horrible. How do you expect, as a man, what makes you any special than her own blood, or the own person who has the same DNA as her, and she picks up certain traits, even if the guy is not around and whatnot, she still psychologically gets traits from him. Couldn't even be a part of her life. Didn't even treat her right. What makes you think you're any special? I swear, when I hear someone say, I'm gonna treat her so differently, watch, she's gonna love me, she's gonna see what real love is. No, it's gonna be, that's what it is. You're gonna be stabbed in the heart. And oh my God. Don't. I plead you, don't go. You need to get out of that relationship because you're feeling guilty for what you're doing because you're doing bad in the relationship for what you may be causing or the way that you are. Please, I inform you to get out of that relationship and work on yourself and fix yourself because no one else will help you. No one else will be able to fix you. No one else will be able to show you the path. Actually, no, people will be, yes, people will be able to show you the path, but then you're going to hurt them in the process. So don't do that. Don't be that bad person because karma's going to come back. And when you are ready, that karma is going to come right back and do you dirty. So just work on yourself. I know it sucks to be lonely. It sucks to not feel love, but you're not ready. You're not ready just as much as I do. You know that you're not ready to be in a relationship. You know you have issues that you need to fix within yourself. So why are you being selfish? Why are you being a person who, I thought you're a good person, right? At one point you were. So why don't you go back to that? Be a good person and don't fall under the trap of being like everyone else that is in a relationship. Because we don't need another person who treats other people horribly in a relationship. We don't need that. We have enough of it. Work on yourself. Do what you need to do. And once you have fixed yourself, guess what? In the long run, you'll find someone who's good for you. You'll find someone and you will have that forever ending thing. And then you won't have any regrets in the relationship. So yeah, fix yourself.